All right, let's invite our first guest on the show. It's Ross Brand, founder of Livestream Universal. I keep saying Universal. Sorry, Ross. And an entrepreneurial expert. Welcome to the show, Ross.
Thanks so much for having me on.
I don't know why I kept saying Universal. It's Universe.
Well, maybe one day we'll be like NBC Universal, right? We'll be Livestream Universal. We'll have theme parks. We'll have the whole thing. But for right now, it's just Livestream Universe. Just taking on the universe of live streaming is quite enough.
Well, yes, you bit off a monster chunk to try to deal with. But you provide live video coaching, courses, counseling to individuals and organizations. You're a little more specialized. Tell me about your program, what you offer. It's so vast. So give me some small chunks, and then we'll really drill down on each one of them.
So what I do is I help small business owners, entrepreneurs, utilize live video in order to connect with customers. And it speeds the time. In the past, and still in the present, you look at the entire marketing toolkit from, paper, billboards, TV and radio, which are more expensive than live streaming, right? Through the entire social digital marketing landscape. And the quickest way to build a connection with a potential customer is through live video, because it's the closest thing to meeting that person in real life, right? And so it's almost a two-way conversation, whereas TV, for instance, if you buy a TV ad, first of all, you're spending a lot of money, but you're also pushing the content at the person, and there's really no conversation going on. But when you jump on live video and you answer questions from people who are interested in your product or service or the topic that you're talking about, you're now engaging in a dialogue, and they get to see live what you know, what you have to offer, and what it might be like to work with you. And even if it's not a product or service that they need at the moment, there's a relationship being built, and you're kind of on top of their minds, so that when they need that service that you offer, you're going to be one of the first people that they think of, because you have a relationship with them that's greater than what you would have through, say, them joining your email list and you emailing them, every so often with offers, or, seeing an ad on television, or seeing a billboard while they're driving, assuming that they're hopefully not looking at their phones and miss it altogether. So live video is a great way to build that the know, like, and trust factor, but to build also that closer relationship where it seems like almost like you're building a friendship with people who then may become potential customers. It's not something that converts tomorrow, but it's both a long game, but it also speeds the process, which people would go through, say, with traditional. This is all like in the past 10 years, right? But with typical content marketing, blog posts, and social media, and so forth, that's an even longer game, right?
Ross, you're not suggesting that this would replace advertising.
Not at all.
Because you're saying a TV commercial, so I'm just trying to figure this out, right? Because you still have to get the customer to you.
Right.
So do you have some marketing opportunities using video? Or help me kind of drill that down, because you've got me lost a little bit, and I want to bring it back into exactly what you're talking about. We do understand, there's no question, social media, engaging in that person that you want to do business with. But the question is, how do you're going to have to get them over to you first so you can engage them.
Right. So there's a couple different things here.
Now, we only have 60 seconds,
it's a part
so
of the toolkit,
do this
right?
one quick.
It's a part of the marketing toolkit. It's not the answer to everything, but it's another way to get people that, you reach in another way. You get them to then find you on live video. You let them know when you're going to be on live video. They can ask you questions.
See, that's what we're looking for, Ross. Now we're drilling it down. Now we're going to because our listeners and viewers, they're not that educated in it, so we have to educate them. We're going to come back right after this break, spend more time with Ross Brand, and we're going to talk about how you can talk to your customers. We'll be right back. CEO Money. All right, welcome back to CEO Money. I'm here with Ross Brand from Livestream. I'm not going to say Universal. How you doing, Ross? Welcome back. So
Great.
We really are getting our heads wrapped around your whole where you're going with your video coaching and courses and consulting. And yes, I'm with you. You can speak to the individuals, and it's a great communication tool. And so I get it where you're going with that. So tell me how somebody gets started with you. How does it improve their business, and how much are they going to have to spend?
Sure. So let's break down an example real quickly, right? There's a plumber in the Dallas area, and he can put ads or she can put ads in the newspaper, and that's fine, saying when you need a plumber, come to my business, give me a call, and may find somebody who needs service at that time who just happens to be looking at that publication and doesn't happen to know anybody and says, okay, here's the answer, right? But you could also put ads in and use your social media accounts and use your different points of reaching people in your community to drive them to a show called, let's say, Ask the Plumber, right? And you give out advice on that show for people for simple do-it-themselves projects, right? Like,
sure. Is that what we hear on Saturday mornings?
How do I stop it? And you're giving out advice, and people start learning more about how to solve their own problems, which saves them money in the short term. And these would be such small jobs, you probably, wouldn't be even worth you coming out for, most of them. And then what happens is when they're remodeling their bathroom or they have a big project they want to do, they're building an addition on their house, and they need a plumber, they're going to think of you, and you're going to be on top of their mind because they've already had a relationship with you, and you've already provided them value by answering their questions and showing how knowledgeable and helpful you are. Plus, they feel like they know you from the interaction and the engagement that you've done online. So I think that might be a simpler way to explain how it would work through,
all right, Ross,
an example.
It's a great explanation. Now, get me excited here. Tell me some success stories.
Okay. So there's several different success stories. I can tell you about attorneys who've made themselves known and ended up getting big cases through making themselves into live video personalities. I can tell you, I'm not going to be specific in terms of names, but I can tell you about.
Now, these are cases that you've worked on.
Absolutely, in cases of people that I work with and collaborate with.
I know these attorneys do crazy stuff. Did you have them climbing on 18-wheelers and swinging hammers?
You know what? Sometimes just getting on and having a conversation, and again, it doesn't have to be about a specific case or a specific issue. It can simply be showing up day after day or week after week and engaging in the conversation and then sharing parts of that on their blog and making themselves a place to go when you want to learn about legal issues that are in the news and things like that.
Very smart,
and then
Ross.
When somebody needs an attorney in that specialty, they're going to be the first person that's thought of. And I know attorneys who've gotten, seven-figure settlements through people that they connect with through live video in combination with blogging and social media marketing and putting the whole package together.
Now, listen, I got 30 seconds.
Sure.
Tell me about your launch and the stream. You have something launching this month?
So I started 2 new shows this month. One
Go quick. We only got 15
seconds,
seconds, and I want to know how people are going to find you.
Livestream Deals. It just is helping entrepreneurs sell products on live video. They come on with me, and I promote that. The other is Best of Be Live. It's breaking down what some of the best hosts do on their shows using a platform called Be Live to stream to Facebook Live.
Give me your website.
It's livestreamuniverse.com.
There you go, Ross Brand of LivestreamUniverse.com. Thanks so much for being on the show.